Oh, Mickey, Mickey, Mickey. What are we going to do with Mickey?
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
We're back for another Big Brother 27 live feeds update. Hit the like and subscribe button as the intro plays. Okay, we have some things to talk about, particularly being the veto comp. And just to refresh your memory, who was nominated for elimination? We had Keanu, we had Kelly, and we have that cowboy Riley. Side note, somebody accused me of being racist by calling Riley a hillbilly or redneck. I apologize to all the hillbillies and rednecks that I offended.
I shouldn't have said that. It's a stupid thing to say. Whether I feel it or not, I can't say it.
Now
Yes.
Charge it to my heart. No, charge it to my head and not my heart. I always get that one wrong. I didn't mean to offend hillbillies and rednecks. I apologize.
I'm sorry. I never should repeat what I heard. It was totally wrong. Totally wrong of me and inappropriate. I need a vodka shot.
Okay. So Riley's up for eviction. He was mad because Mickey put him up after stealing his, HOH. All right. So then we had to determine what was, who was gonna play in the POV, and Mickey went on this whole thing. She wanted to keep noms the same. She wanted Kelly to not take herself off the block, even if she won the veto, which is stupid. Who in their right mind would not take themselves off the block if they won the veto? Well, Riley said he wouldn't if he was up against, because he didn't want Katherine to be put up, but he's not, in his right mind. So anyhow, power veto happened. Guess who won the power of veto? Coming in as a Dungeons and Dragons master. He has the worst reads in the house, maybe next to Mickey and Morgan, but he also is a weightlifter and Rachel's trainer, and he has this up and down relationship with Rachel. You guessed it, Keanu.
Said at the very beginning, if you are the 5 people you hang around the most, I want to make sure that by the end of this game, if I'm sitting in those final 2 chairs, I'm not a different person than when I came in. Exactly. And right now, I'm going to be honest with you, being by myself and being with my own thoughts, while I feel very comfortable in the space that is my mind, it also does play tricks on you, bro. I see everyone having great conversations, meaningful conversations outside of game, and then I'm sitting there by myself fending for my life. That plays tricks on you, and that's why I lashed out today, and that's why I feel the need to apologize to everybody, because that's not who I am.
Yeah.
I want to make meaningful connections with people. I want to be able to play this game the way that I want to play it, and like I told you yesterday, I feel like I've been relegated to being like this jock dude that has to fight for his life through physical competition. That's not who I wanted to come in here as.
Yeah.
I wanted to come in here as the fucking nerdy guy that plays Dungeons and Dragons and maybe get a group of people to fucking play together so we could be nerds and shit. You know what I mean? Like, that probably won't happen because it's very hard to do here, but I digress.
Right.
Keanu won the power of veto, but it seems as though now that she has to renominate somebody, who is Mickey shooting for? Coming in at the guy who has rehearsed reads, the guy who wished that he was on the RuPaul Drag Race during the reads competition, the guy who wishes that he was a real housewife so he can have read clapbacks. You guessed it. What's that song? What's the song? It's Jimmy. Morgan has put it in Mickey's head that since Mickey, remember I mentioned yesterday, Ashley planted that seed that Jimmy was saying that Morgan was overbearing, and now overbearing Morgan is now pushing for Jimmy to be the renom. Now, to me, it just seems like these people in this house, they keep voting out their allies. It's weird.
I think it's dumb.
This season is so weird. First, they vote out Zay, which was part of the bros. I'm just calling them the bros because I cannot remember all the alliances since there have been so many. And then Adrian, who was trying to be part of their alliance, they voted out. So it's like they keep, and now so Jimmy is part of Mickey's alliance supposedly, and he's on the radar.
He goes in and tells Keanu, Kelly, like, oh, yeah, like I was on the wrong side of the boat. I thought that we didn't have enough numbers to keep Adrian or something like that. That's the only, oh, no. He said he only voted to keep you because he thought that Zach and Vinnie were going to flip their votes to Adrian's side. So he made sure to vote on your side, which doesn't make sense because Jimmy said that he wanted to keep you. He's playing all the sides, and I don't know why.
Well, he's getting caught up. You play all the sides. You're playing no side.
But here's the thing. He told me yesterday. When we found out I had the power, he comes and he's like, well, you're going to send Amy home, right? And I was like, well, I mean, not Amy. He's like, you said you're going to send Kelly home, right? And I'm like, yeah, I think so. And he's like, well, just keep in mind, she told me yesterday that, her nominations would be the same as Keanu's, you, Morgan, and Ashley. And I'm like, oh, that's crazy. Like, Kelly's never said she was coming for me. But of course, it's convenient to tell me in that moment because he wants me to put her on the block.
Exactly.
He never told me that any other days before. And he told me that Keanu approached him and asked him, can they create an alliance that focuses on just getting me and Morgan out? Because we're the ones that are stirring up the stuff in the house. So I never even told Keanu that. So when Keanu and I decided to trust each other, he's giving me some information, and he gave me information about Jimmy approaching and basically saying, like, obviously he was on the wrong side of the vote. He didn't like that, and he was like, that they all need to come together to get us out.
So Mickey and Katherine, of all people, were talking game. Mickey asked Katherine who she would nominate if she was HOH.
But I want you to be able to trust me, honestly, because I want us to have an honest conversation.
You promise it stays between us?
I swear. Literally, I swear. I will keep my mouth shut. And if you hear it repeated, unless you told somebody else already. If you told someone else already and it gets out,
no, I haven't.
Not me.
I wouldn't want to do this. And I obviously, if I did, I'd have to consider it a lot more than just on the fly like this. I would consider backdooring Zach. I don't think he respects me or my game at all, and I do not trust him, and he's done nothing to build trust with me.
Okay.
I haven't seen a foundation of any relationship with him to build on. And I told you that at least, like, you've been in my head, and I've been like, it might be something that I'm able to build in the future once I feel like there's more of an opening to do so.
Gotcha.
I don't see an opening happening with Zach for me.
Okay. And why backdoor him? And even backdoor him?
Because he's really fucking smart and he's physical.
Well, that's true.
And if he took himself off with Blockbuster, I'd be like, hell yeah, more power to you, my dude. But I also don't think he's had much of a chance to, like, show how much of a competitor he is either. So I feel like that's kind of threatening at the same time. But it's like...
So if you backdoored him, who would be your 3 just regular noms?
Honestly, kind of Ashley and Rachel.
Okay. Would Rachel be in your target?
No.
Ashley?
Yeah.
Okay. I won't repeat it.
I would be okay with Ashley or Zach going home in the next couple of weeks.
And the funny thing is, Katherine didn't even play the game. Katherine has not been playing the game, and she keeps speaking about people not respecting her game. But what game have you been playing besides sitting up there with the cringe-worthy Riley? You've been laying up on, putting your legs, your thighs all over Riley, and then jumping up when Riley wants to cop a feel. It's a weird relationship that Katherine and Riley are having. But let's just be clear, Katherine, you have not been playing the game. You don't talk game with anybody, and now you're trying to talk game with Mickey because you could possibly be the renom.
No, this first time Katherine ever hugged me, good morning, the day I took over your HOH.
The next day?
And that's wild. And I'm not saying these are the best reasons to put someone up, but that's my position. Like, if there's one thing, like, 1, we don't align. She's always voted on the opposite side of me. 2, we've never talked game. 3, you know, there's like little things that have been done to where I'm like, wow, like I don't know what I've done to her, but you know, it's been little things. And that was my positioning when it came to her.
And those right there, it's better late than never to start. Because, and I'm sure on her part, she wishes, you know, that maybe just like me, I never talked game with you until that had happened, until my HOH got taken away. So it wasn't just Katherine was the one doing it, you know, and I was also on the opposite side of the vote, but I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
But I know it may seem the way it is, and I know she would definitely, if you got to know the girl that I know, Mickey, you would absolutely fall in love with this girl.
And really, I believe you. I'm just giving you my perspective.
Right, absolutely.
But Mickey and Morgan, when they get together, they just start talking silliness. Clearly, Mickey doesn't respect Ashley's opinion because I guess that whole mango and cherries episode or example that they did is out Mickey's head. So Mickey, you're down bad. And you know me, I'm always rooting for, I'm not gonna say it. I'm rooting for everybody black. But Mickey appears to be down bad. Rachel was trying to like hint to put up Vinnie, but Vinnie and Zach, they need to go. Y'all gonna mess around and keep them in and make them, and they're gonna sign over a check to them because you won't get them out. And the funny thing is, neither one of them have won anything since the first day. Since day one, when, you know, Zach won that $10,000 that he can then, you know, use as a bribe should he be nominated. And Vinnie won the first HOH. But it's like everybody loves Vinnie. Like everybody loves Vinnie for some reason, or you're afraid to put him up. Why? The only real true threats in the house, it seems right now, are Kelly and Keanu. But y'all want to put up Jimmy? You're thinking about Jimmy Morgan because he said you're overbearing, and everybody knows that Morgan keeps talking game and trying to force her way on everybody. So
I just want to know why you're an asshole. You're not.
Now, for some reason, Rachel keeps pushing this whole showmance thing with Riley and Katherine. You know, I guess she wants them to be like her and Brendan, which were actually kind of creepy back then. If you all recall, they were kind of creepy and kind of icky. It was just weird to me. It was just very greasy to me. I didn't like the whole Rachel and Brendan thing. I didn't like Rachel back then. Right now, I like Rachel because she is, you know, a calm, cool, collective Rachel as of now. Like she's not, you know, her old, you know, I can't say that word because it's offensive in England. It's the SPAZ word, but she was always wigging out.
Are you crazy? Are you crazy?
Back then in her season, but maybe she is trying to really plant a seed, like she said early on, that, you know, I want these showmances to distract these people. But Riley and Katherine have been distracting because, as Vinnie said, they are just now starting to play a month in. We've been playing a month longer than them. But it's just weird that all of a sudden they've awakened and realized, oh, we're in a house on a sound stage with walls we can't really see outside the walls, and we're playing a game. Maybe we should start playing, because now they notice that we're here doing nothing, just sitting around lounging. And
what game? Macking, hanging. Yeah, I like that. Macking, hanging,
and giving death stares at people. But now let's get to the mess. So after the POV competition, you know, Ava was the host. Keanu went in and decided to take his aggression out on Ava. Now he says he's sorry for it, but
lash out.
The last what?
I'm not feeling good about that lash out. Like, you know,
Ava?
yeah, I mean, obviously I wasn't like directing that literally towards her. That could have literally been anybody.
Yeah.
just felt so personal this week, man, that
Hey, shit comes out when you're in game mode. I don't think it's anything personal.
No, I mean, it definitely wasn't personal. I'm not proud of that. You know, I'm someone who prides myself on being able to keep my emotions in check. And then, you know, I get those moments where it's just like, it just feels like a lot, you know, and
yeah, you got to release it somehow. And
yeah, but not at the expense of others, man. That's not who I am.
Yeah.
That's not who I am.
Yeah. I talked to her on the way in. It seems like she feels better about it. Like,
yeah. I spoke to her now. I mean, she's great. She's very understanding, very gracious. You know, I feel fortunate enough to have someone that's emotionally
mature.
Yeah. And understand, you know, why I did that, even though that does not make it right in any way, shape, or form. You know, I'm just like, I'm not proud of that moment at all. So,
yeah. Well,
you know,
take a minute to decompress. No, I'm proud of you.
Thank you, brother.
You kicked some ass today.
Thank you.
Guess what? Ava said, you know what? People think of me a certain kind of way. They think I'm just this nice girl because, you know, I dress all goofy or whatever, but I'm not the 1, 2, or 3. But you're going to be the 4th one out of here. Yeah.
I did not mean for that to happen.
No, it was meant to happen.
He actually did say it really aggressively. You got something for me? He's such a dick, y'all. Like, now I'm like, what? How did we not see this week one?
I did. I think I'm the only one.
Honestly, we can blame Vinnie because if Vinnie would have put him up, he wouldn't have been here in the first place.
Yep. See you there with Keanu.
Ava doesn't play. You know, I think people think because she is goofy and all love and light that you can say whatever to her, but it's like, Keanu, why don't you take that out on Mickey? Because you're afraid of Mickey. Big old Keanu, big old Dungeons and Dragons master, workout trainer dude. You know, Keanu has over 100,000 followers on IG. And to know how dumb he is, I bet a lot of his followers are like,
okay.
You know, wishing that they didn't follow him. Like, how am I getting workout and fitness advice from this dodo? But anyhow, you know, he is a meathead, and meatheads tend to live in the gym. Although, you know what? I go to the gym at least like 5 times a week. So am I a meathead? Anyhow, I just hope Mickey doesn't make the mistake and go for Jimmy when you have bigger fishes. I said fishes. When you have bigger fish to fry. Oh my God, I can't believe I said fishes. Than Jimmy. So let's just pray that, and I said with fingers crossed, let's just hope that Mickey makes a good decision and this whole HOH takeover wasn't all in vain. But I don't know. Mickey was the one who thought Riley was cute and looked like Brad Pitt on day 1. So she's questionable. Her thinking has always been questionable. I'm having real brain issues today. So drop them to the comments because I'm flubbering. I can't even get that out right. So, you know, drop them to the comments and like and subscribe.
I'm not the one.
You're not.
So don't
You're not
play.
the one or the 2.